downtown Minneapolis. Welcome inside the Metrodome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. John Shabby, Chris Singleton on the call. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Joe Ryan.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Okay, all set to go. Ozzie Smith getting ready to hit.
11, Ozzie Smith.
And this one is off and running. Inside corner at the knees for a strike. Swings and chases a low one there. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles.
Did they end up losing tonight?
Makes it so difficult.
Tell me they lost.
You can tell they
I didn't even see what happened.
How long it takes to put him away.
That misses, and the count's full. That one misses.
Thank you, mate.
So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day.
I wouldn't call the Western Conference Finals getting there a joke, even if they got swept. But, yeah, that's not good. They definitely got to take 2 out of the next 3 now. They're going to have to win. It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter which 2, but if they lose the next one down 0-3, they're not going to come back and win. So, you gotta win the next one on the road in Vegas. And even if you lose the next one, you got to win the next one at home.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Hank Aaron. Really strong hitting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be rough though, because they have to win this next one. You cannot go down 0-3. Win the next one. Let's say they split in Vegas and they go 1-1, so then they're down 3-1. And they win the next one at home, and they're 3-2, then they got a chance. It's going to be rough.
It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
There goes Ozzie. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Headed for the plate. The relay. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Ted Williams in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Next offer in there for a strike. Strike one. Fastball for a strike. In the air to left center. And there's one down. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
In the dirt. Man at second. Good hitters count the 2-0. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's off the top of the wall. Hank comes around to score. And they lead by 2. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Still stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. Just missed. Red Sox already leading. And that is out of play. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins nothing. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the show North. We go to the bottom of the first, and towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Cy Young. What do we have on him?
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Leading off, Rod Carew. Carew working through some struggles lately. The 1-0.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
This one in the air, center field. Mays settles under this one. And there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Justin Morneau, the next Twin up to hit. In the air, right field. Hank should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, designated hitter,
Harmon Killebrew will hit next.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Killebrew with some impressive production lately. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So stepping in for Boston, Willie Mays. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Liner snagged at first. One pitch and one out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Wade Boggs in the box now. No balls and a strike. To the right side, Carew slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Rick Farrell up next for the Red Sox. Pitch misses, that's ball 1. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. On the ground right side. Carew throws to first in time. That's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the second, and now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Buxton with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Buxton patrolling center field, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Two now. Stays alive. Fastball is outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
1-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
At the plate, Torrey Hunter. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
No,
wow,
that's
a
a ball.
tough pitch to lay off.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Touch the flow when you drop it.
Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder.
And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
They finally score some runs. This is one of those years, man. Like, they finally score some runs, and they still lose because they don't get any pitching. And they get pitching, and then they can't score any runs. Unless they turn it around pretty soon, it's going to be a rough year for us. But, yeah, it's a little annoying. And they finally scored some runs this time, though. And they can't pitch. It's like,
That's outside.
what do they need to do? They score runs and they can't pitch. They pitch and they can't score runs. Yeah, they're not putting the pieces together at the same time.
And it's fouled off. Smith at first, one gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Out towards right center field. Arozarena under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Ted Williams.
Ted Williams digs in now.
No hits yet for one of the hottest hitters in the league, Boo, but a lot of game left to extend that hitting streak.
Sliced hard but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one inside. And that's ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Buxton settles under it, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins nothing. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Randy Arozarena.
Dude, I got Buxton in fantasy baseball, and he really is an underrated player. Like, he doesn't get talked about as a superstar because he had so many injuries. But I had him last year too, and I have like a 3-keeper league. You can keep 3 players. Hey man, let me tell you something about this guy. If he wasn't injured, well, it'd be great to get him. Last year he had an 878 OPS. 2024, 859. 2023, he only played 85 games. Had a 731. That was his lowest. 2022 only played 92 games, but had an 832. 2021 only played 61 games, but had over 1,000 OPS. 2020, COVID shortened year, but still 844. 2019, another injury-prone year for him, but 827 OPS. 2018, another injury-prone year. Terrible year, but only 28 games. I mean, yeah, look he's only played 100 games. He played 100 games in the span of this year is not his fault, obviously, because of COVID, but in his career, he's only played, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years worth of games. He played 100 games 1, 2, 3 times, and this was barely. He played 102 games this year, and they DH'd him for a couple straight seasons, even though he's an elite defender, because they were afraid of him getting hurt. 2020, maybe not 2 straight seasons. I lied, but I remember that they DH'd him all of 2023. They were just trying to, like, please don't get hurt, please don't get hurt. Look how he had 0 putouts the whole season. So, they were just begging for him not to get hurt. They're like, we're just not even going to play him in the field. But he can, I'm pretty sure he's won a Gold Glove. Let me double check. Yep, 2017 won a Gold Glove. So, he can play some defense. He's got a solid arm. Great speed, can move, can field. And honestly, I think his attributes when it comes to fielding are a little low because he didn't field as much the last couple of years. But you're right. I would love to have Byron Buxton on the Red Sox in real life, but I know I'm in Minnesota. We're wasting all our talent this year too. Like,
one away on a drop third strike.
Take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple.
I love to grab him though. We already have outfielders. When Roman's playing, we got Roman, we got Duran. We had to let Rob Refsnyder go, even though he kills lefties. I was a little upset about that, but I know we can't really carry 5 only outfielders. So Duran, they have stupid Yoshida. Like, yeah, but he's young. You gotta give him leeway. I mean, he's mad young.
Here's Royce Lewis. Drove in their only run in last night's game.
I say give him a little bit of leeway. It's okay. Give him some leeway. We'll go from there. Roman, Duran, Abreu, Cedon. I'm not going to move Cedon to infield full time because he's just so good defensively in the outfield. So, I mean, you already have 4 outfielders. You couldn't really keep just Rob Refsnyder in the lineup. So I get letting him go, but if you got Buxton, who you trading to get Buxton? Are you trading Roman to get Buxton? I don't think so. Not with Buxton's injury history and the potential Roman still has.
That clips the zone, and it's a full count.
Yeah, I definitely. And I forgot about Yoshida. We still got him.
They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
We already got these other people.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
We still got all those other outfielders I just mentioned and Yoshida. I don't know when his contract's up, but I don't know. He can hit a little bit. Jared, I sent it to you.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be.
Yeah, but you can't just trade him for Buxton. You would need a lot more than that.
Rod Carew now at the plate.
If they were willing to even depart with him. But I did show him to you at the end of one of the last streams.
No, that's a ball.
Because you asked for it. I showed it to you. But Griffey's not on either one of these teams, so I can't show that to you right now.
That one lifted to left. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins nothing. This is Twins baseball on the show. On to the 4th. So stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez.
Would you trade early for Trout? Ooh, good question. It depends when in the season are you asking me, and like what's our record? Like right now, it's the exact moment in the season. We don't look good this year. Straight up, if the Angels asked me, kind of like early, like Trout. There's a lot of season left. If they offered that to me right now, I might accept it. Because we still have some young talent when it comes to pitching. You know, we still have Ranger Suarez. We still have Sonny Gray. We're going to get Crochet back. We still have Peyton Toll. We still have Bayo, who I don't really like because he's not doing anything. But obviously, if his performance would be better, Joe would immediately put some pop. Yeah, for sure.
That's the ball.
I'm not sure they want to trade him, but it might be a hefty price to pay the next 8 years if Early can continue to do what he's been pretty solid. Like if he can continue to be pretty solid the next 8 to 10 years, like honestly, I would probably pull the trigger. I'm not sure if they will because of where they are in the standings. Yeah, I like Toll. But we also have Witherspoon, who we drafted this year. I like his potential. Anthony, I can't say the guy's last name. Evan Janssen, whatever his name is. He's a good young pitcher. I feel like we got some good young pitchers. Unfortunately, we're stuck with Bayo because they did one of those sign him to a long deal early deals. So he's got like probably 6 years left. He's not a lot of money, but he's definitely not performing.
Well, these Twins just lacking
I know.
discipline at the plate in this ball
He hasn't been
game.
good.
So many of their outs have come with
Jared.
contact on pitches they're
He
chasing
might,
outside of the strike zone.
but he's already got,
Can't do much of anything
my
with
brother's already got
patience.
Mickey
It's
Mantle.
been true again today.
My brother's already got Mickey Mantle, Tony Gwynn, and Bernie Williams. So I'm not sure who he would trade to get Griffey.
When the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone.
That is my brother's favorite all-time non-Yankee. So there is a possibility he could trade for him in the future. But right now he already has 3 starting outfielders.
Punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I have a binder of a lot of old cards that I don't even know what I have. Like when I was young, there was a Walmart within walking distance. So I used to collect my spare change and money, and I used to walk to the Walmart. I would buy like Pokemon cards. I don't think I have any that are gonna make me a ton of money, unfortunately. But I do have like a bunch of Pokemon cards, all kinds of sports cards, hockey, baseball, football. I got a lot of them.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's
when I was like 6 or 7, I used to have like a stuffed Pikachu I would carry all over the place. I fucking love that thing. It's probably hidden away in storage somewhere. Probably in a garbage bag, hidden in a shed.
Next pitch is outside.
I'm 34, about to be 35 at the end of this month.
To have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
I'm an old man.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
My brother's a couple years older than me.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I know, right? We're older than Google. All the kids were older than Google. Be like, what?
The 2-2.
I remember Y2K. Yo, it's funny talking to like young kids about Y2K. I work with a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old, and I'm like, yo, people literally thought the world was about to end in the year 2000, and like they don't understand like why. It was a good time. It's always, honestly, I think it's always better when you're younger. Jared, if you're still here and listening, don't wish to grow up any faster. I think that people want to grow up fast because they want to be an adult. You do not want to be an adult. You do not want to work every day to have to try to make money, to try to support yourself, to buy food, to pay rent, to pay your phone bill, to pay your electric bill, to pay your water bill, so on and so forth.
Fly ball down the line.
But
and no one can get to it. It's a
yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, there's pros.
No, that's high.
You can have freedom. There's a lot of stuff, you know. But
and we're in the top of the 5th.
if I had to, if God
on the ground to the left
spawned in front of me right now and said, Nick, it's my name, Nick, and said, Nick, you have to choose 1 year of your life right now that you've lived, and you have to live in it the rest of your life. You get to live it 1 year the rest of your life. My favorite year I probably ever lived was my senior year of high school, 2009. So great Madden that year. I played a ton of Madden. I got paid to play Madden by a professional poker player for him. So I was in high school getting paid to play a video game as my job.
And that'll do it.
Didn't pay a ton, but it paid enough, especially since I didn't have a ton of bills. I had early release from high school because I already completed a bunch of classes and some college credits. So I used to get out at like 12:30, walk home. Yeah, I'm Catholic. I do. I have a story, but it's a long story, so
at-bats in this one.
I usually don't talk about it too much just because it's a long story, and I'm not here to convince people one way or another.
That's a ball.
But it just hasn't happened for him yet.
I used to walk nice. I used to walk home after 12:30. When I got my early release, I'd be home by 1 o'clock. Play video games all day. It was phenomenal. Great year.
Swing and a miss.
Got to see all my friends in school. Didn't have to care too much. I was good at my classes. Yo, Cy Young is dominating right now. 50 pitches in 5 innings. Although the fifth inning just started, but that's 10 pitches an inning.
And that's outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And that one ripped into right. 1 up, 1 down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Oh.
The Twins trailing by 2. Last half of it.
Yeah, no problem, man. You have a good rest of your evening. Let's go Red Sox. Let's try to win a couple games over the weekend here. Yeah, check out my streams anytime. Even if my brother's playing, you can watch him, but he doesn't really talk the Yankees. He just kind of plays the game sometimes. But you can follow me on Twitter, too, if you ever want to. I post a lot of sports wagers on Twitter. I don't post a ton of much else. It's the same name as a YouTube, pretty sure. Yeah. Peace, man. Have a great rest of your evening.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Up and in. Now 1 and 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So up next, Ozzie Smith.
Shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Ball one.
And another ball. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. Swing and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hank in the box again, takes the strike. Smith gets his lead at first, nobody out.
That's the ball.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying. Hits the top of the wall. Here comes Ozzie around 3rd. Aim to score from 1st. The throw to 3rd, and he's out trying for 3.
Well, that's just a terrible decision to go for 3rd right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Joe Ryan will depart. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. Cody Funderburk into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Stepping in, Ted Williams.
That's the ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Oh.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That one not close. And the count is 3-1. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. One down. Next is the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Topa also getting ready. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Makes a nice running catch. Runner tagging from first.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that. Calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Ortiz in the box now, takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing, and he popped it up. Morneau. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Twins. Lee. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, gets a double, and his second hit.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. There's the strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And next for Minnesota, Rod Carew. Foul ball there.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Nope. Oh, 1. Ball.
Lee leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
3-2 now.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And it's second. Hard hit left side. Slinging it to first in time. Now the number 2 hitter, Justin Morneau. Swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Man on second, 2 down. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Twins nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Topa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Willie Mays digging in now. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That one ripped, but foul. Sit down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Mays not happy about that called strike. Here's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. This Wade Boggs now has grounded out a couple of times.
Whoa.
Not even close there. And now 3-0. This to third and foul ball. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Lee fires to first in time. And now Dustin Pedroia.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
In there for strike 1. That's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. In the air to left center. Buxton on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Harmon Killebrew. Fastball for a strike. And there's a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. They want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's Byron Buxton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. The outfield playing him. With the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap.
No, that's a ball.
And it's 1-0.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And he swings through that one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
The Bo Sox leading by 3 near the bottom of the 7th. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Adrian Moore home. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. Raleigh, the right-hander, also getting loose. Payoff pitch. On the ground to third. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the
Here's the left fielder, Torrey Hunter. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Vesta.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality. Pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Late swing, foul to the left. And he'll 1. Line drive. And there's one away. Now here is Hank Aaron. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Out towards right center field. Buxton on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Now Ted Williams. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
A little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Check swing. He held up. And the count is 1-1.
Gosh, Bird, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Oh! Runner at second. 2 down. And it's fouled away. Slider misses outside.
You know I'm with you on that because I really dislike Vegas.
And it's fouled off. They'll do
I don't like any of the teams left except for Colorado. That's the only team I like left out of the 4, so I'm going to be upset if it's Vegas versus anyone in the East.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So digging in, David Ortiz. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one. Biggins over at second. Ramirez on at first with 2 down. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Oh, right to the backstop. And the runners will move up. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2-2 on the way. Fights it off. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Raleigh fingers. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the catch. Ryan Jeffers. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swings through that.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Ball 1.
Raleigh, more than 100 career wins on the mound. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. On the ground, out to short. Throw to first is in time.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Arozarena at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The Red Sox leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next one misses, and it's 1-1. On the ground to third. Throw on to Boggs. That's a very athletic play. Brooks lead the next twin up to him. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Two down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 now. Next offering is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that one hammered. And that one is off the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming in. Ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Raleigh, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. And it's second.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. One left. We go to the ninth. So stepping in for Boston, Willie Mays. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Anthony Banda getting loose out there. Over getting loose as well. And a strike on the outside edge.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes.
No, that's a ball.
That one missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one
That's
misses.
4. Take your base.
Lead off walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now here is Wade Boggs, 1 for 3.
Oh.
Mays gets his lead at first with nobody out. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. A great play deep in the hole.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Rick Farrell.
And the batter now, Rick Farrell. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. This one in the air, center field. Buxton settles underneath it. 2 away. Now it's going to be Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's in for a strike, a slider. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Mays flying around third. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ozzie Smith. And a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Fouled off left side. Two on, 2 outs. Makes the sliding stop. Nicely done for the out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We head down to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching.
Now pitching for
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Adrian Morejon.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Rod Carew. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Morejon is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Grabs it barehanded, and they get the out.
Man, he made that look easy, didn't he? I mean, there's nothing simple about that play, Boog, especially when you break it down. But right there, everything was done in one fluid motion to deliver a strike over to first just in time for the out. I tell you, I could watch that all day.
Justin Morneau, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well. They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Good eye in that spot. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a payoff pitch. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the DH, Harmon Killebrew. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Hey!
The Bo Sox leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Morejon, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Red Sox use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.